For all you niggas on my nuts right now, calm down. I'm getting a cut tomorrow. Let me breathe. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be signs that she's going. This is just basically a video talking about the choosing signals or, ways to know a girl, is rocking with you, feeling you, or that she wants you to peep game. But I'm not going to waste much time with the intro. I'm going to just get straight to it. First up, we got eye contact. Now, nigga, calm your ass down. I'm not talking about she looked at you for 1 second accidentally in walking view. But if you are in a setting like the gym, the grocery store, even like work or the mall, and you see a girl continuously looking at you, whether she is looking at you and every time you look at her, she looks away, and that happens like 5 times, or even like you catch her looking at you and she looks away and then looks right back. You really kind of got to feel it out. You can't just really jump on it. But girls don't usually look at dudes who they don't find somewhat interesting, whether it's how you look or how you carry yourself. I don't think there's any reality on planet Earth where a girl can look at me 35 times in the span of 5 minutes and she can dead ass tell me with a straight face that she wasn't looking at me or she's not interested. That's not how life works. Or if she's turning her head or using the mirror to look at me, like if it's at the gym, she's using the mirror, or like we're somewhere else and she's like turning her head in different directions to like peep at me, that ain't no accident, especially if it happens more than twice. You remember Duke Dennis said if she looks at you 1 time, it's an accident. If she looks at you twice, she's checking you out. If she looks at you 3 times, she's going. Use that, because more than 3 times, hey, what are we doing? And also a little disclaimer for this video, there's really only a few places where I have talked to women or that is somewhat cool to talk to women at. So if you see me using the same places, don't like think anything of it. That's just how it is. I know some of y'all met y'all's wives because you freaking were somewhere in the moment. She tripped, you fell, you caught her, and y'all fell in love at first sight. Not everybody, guys, not everybody. That's just you. But yeah, don't let that one slip away too much, because that's the simple one. We ain't even at the other ones I'm gonna give you. Next up, we got touchy/close. Now I'm gonna explain the more obvious one, which is the touchy part. If a girl's touching you, what are we doing, right? There's no reason anyone has to touch you unless they are a medical provider and they're giving you medical attention, or they're a cop and they're putting you in handcuffs, which then but other than that, there's no other reason a girl should be touching you. So if she is touching you for whatever reason, whether she like laughs at one of your jokes and she all that stuff, that they ain't, come on now. Now don't take this too far. If you're at church and one of the older ladies give you a hug, one of them church hugs, chill out. All right, don't be doing all that now. You know that's just a church hug. That's friendly. Don't, in the name of the Lord, chill out. And yeah, that's self-explanatory. I feel like I don't even need to go in depth. Now, close, her being like close to you, that's a different ballpark of what we're talking about. If like you're standing next to a girl having a conversation and like she like walks up because like, she's coming to you or something, not that she's like approaching you, but like let's say someone you're acquainted with, she's like coming to you and she like gets like real close, but you notice when she talks to other people, she stands at like more of a distance. That's something you could take into account. And let's say you're at like work or the gym. Let's use work first. If y'all work in a certain area where y'all don't have to be that close, but she finds a way to get like somewhat closer to you, or let's say you're at the gym and like you're on a certain thing and you notice like every time you move, she's kind of somewhat mirroring where you're going. She's not too close. She like also walks out of her way to like get certain things where she needs to be. That could be something. Like if she's going to wipe down her machine and there's a closer thing for her to wipe her stuff down, but she walks over a further distance and that's like closer to you, that's saying something. Or if that is like 8 machines of something and like you're using one on the complete opposite end of the other ones and she doesn't go like at least 2 to 3 down, that's also saying something. So yeah, now I feel like I explained it good enough to where you can kind of put it into your own mind. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Next up, we got down to link on the first ask. Now, this is a little different now. This is when you already like kind of have a rapport with the girl, whether you got her number whether you work with her or whether you just are acquainted with her in some form of location. If you ask her to link up and it's in a way that's not super friendly, like if you say something in the form of, hey, I want to take you here, or let's go do this, in that way, then that's a sign that she's going. Because here's the thing, women aren't these super busy creatures like you think they are when they leave you on red for 5 hours, right? Like, women are really good at being able to plan out their day. But the thing is, the average woman has a good amount of friends and is able to do a lot with her free time if she chooses. So if she chooses to spend time with your ass, that is a sign of interest. If it is, you know, a certain way. Because if she is looking at you in a way of a friend, she might be like, oh, I can get some of my girls to come, blah, blah, blah. That's the friend thing. Now, if she asks you to hang out, now that's where we're getting into it. And because girls don't have like any game whatsoever, it's not gonna be in the way of the way you have to ask her out, right? Like, if she wants to go out with you, she's gonna say something in the sense of, she's going to try her hardest to not make it seem like it's an ask out. Like, I've had a girl tell me she was going to do something and she was like, oh, I just want to see if you want to come. And like I said, you gotta keep in mind, girls have no game. So I kind of saw what was going on. And make sure when you are hanging out with her, when you're linking up with her, that you're throwing in small pieces of flirtatious things here and there. That way she doesn't give too much of a friend vibe or the vibe that you might be a little nervous or scared. Speaking of nervous or scared, next up we got she's shy or nervous. Now you're gonna really notice this, like I said, if you are acquainted with the girl. Like, for instance, I got a good amount of my audience, y'all in high school, right? Like, y'all might see her when she's talking to her friends or like guys that she's cool with. She might be a little more open, maybe a little loud, maybe like, you know, freaking talking just a whole bunch and yapping. But then if you get the chance to like just be with her one-on-one, she's very reserved, very shy, kind of just tennis matches all your questions. She doesn't really ask many of her own. If she does, it's not like a bunch, probably less than 5 usually. And also she's nervous, right? Because girls get nervous too. I know a lot of y'all dudes think that girls are these inhumane creatures who don't have freaking nerves. Then again, women get nervous too. You gotta keep in mind, let's say you picking up a girl and she in your car, right? You could be a weirdo. You don't think she nervous? She don't know what your little weird ass is up to. Trust me, she might be a little nervous. But the reason why this is a way to see that she is kind of, you know, rocking with you, because she's just as scared as you are of making a mistake, you know, while she's around. She's just as nervous to find out that you might think she's thirsty, or for her to realize that you might think she's a little weird. But because in society, traditional values still rule. I don't know why y'all think that everything's super equal now. She feels like she has the ability to not lead the convo, like you have to lead it because you are the guy. Or she doesn't have to say much. You have to be in charge of everything. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all think that women want this equality on every spectrum, when in reality, when it benefits them, they don't want to be in charge, you know, of like what's going on in their relationship. They want you to make the decisions. But anyways, I'm kind of off this one. I feel like I said, like the other one's kind of self-explanatory. Now, last up, we got lying. All right. Now, y'all might be looking at me a little sideways when I say this one. Now, women don't just lie. Men lie too. Why do men lie, right? Well, you know, maybe to get something that we might want, that we feel like, hey, if I tell the truth, I'm not gonna get this thing. And here's the reality. Some of y'all might forget this. Men and women have a lot in common. So if men lie to get what they want, guess what women do? Lie to get what they want. So basically what this will look like in this scenario is, if a girl is a certain way and she is either picking up on, or you let it be known that you like something about women that she doesn't have or that she is lacking, she might put up the facade that she has that thing. One that's very common, right? A girl might like to go out, drink and party. But if you are a guy who naturally just loves to be in the house and she starts to pick up on the fact that all you do is go to work like a regular person, go to the gym after you go to work, and then go do other things, maybe the grocery store, church, she's going to pick up on that because of the way you are explaining it compared to the other guys that she's been rocking with. So in that moment, she might say, I don't like to go out, I'm a homebody, yada yada yada, the same BS that freaking I've heard multiple times. And women, let me speak to y'all real quick. If all of y'all like to be in the house, who are these women I be seeing when the few times I do go out? Huh? Who are these women at the clubs? If y'all never go out, why do I see so many women online at these parties? Why do I see so many women when I go downtown to pass to get to like my mom's house or something? I see so many cars. I see so many people on the freaking at the clubs and the bars. Back when I lived in Florida, I lived in a college town. So many people, spring break, out. Who are these women I be seeing if all of y'all don't go out? Just asking. Maybe y'all can answer it for me. But yeah, if she's getting the vibe that you're not gonna want to take her serious based off who she is as a woman, she'll just lie. Now granted, is that stupid? Yes. But most people don't know any better. Most people don't realize that, hey, I'm gonna have to put up this front for so many years. And then what a lot of women do is they get caught in their lie because they forgot that they told you a certain something when they're telling the other 5 guys that they were talking to something else. So now they're getting their dues mixed up, yada, yada, yada. And now they done forgot that they told you that they're a homebody. Now they're talking to you about the time they went to the club last night, freaking got blackout drunk. And it's not just with drinking, so relax if you do that. There's not a problem with that if you do it. It's also like women in their freaking purity, right? Like Akash Singh has been getting schooled on the internet because his wife has exposed herself as a Jezebel when before they got married, she was claiming that she was, you know, a V. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. And it's like, man, this woman just literally lied to him to get what she wanted. That means she's going. Now, granted, that ain't a good way of going. Of she going, you know, it's cool for the moment, I guess, if you just trying to do that. But obviously, long term, that ain't gonna work. I don't like women who lie about small things. Let me tell you something. They'll lie about big things too. These are the same women who be in tears swearing that freaking the hardcore concrete evidence that you found in her phone is false. So all my fellas need to be wary of that before y'all just start messing around with these But anyways, yeah, done yapping, guys. It's all over. Appreciate you for watching the video if you made it this far. Thanks. Leave a like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want if you're new. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. This is probably gonna be well over a week past Thanksgiving, but I hope it was still good, right? I'm gonna see you again. Be sure to stay safe during the holidays, guys. Don't be getting all crazy on us. Yeah, till next time. Deuce.